Well, good morning, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It's day 83 remote. It is the 8th of June. The good news is we are now in phase yellow, whatever that means. But the good news is we are going in the right direction here. Obviously, one thing that's been very active this year has been tropical storm activity. We're already at 3 named storms. This is a record fast start for the season here, 2020. We expected in our year-ahead outlook to have 20 named systems at least, well above average, with a very active and destructive season. With those red highlight areas are high-risk areas for landfall. So this is only going to get worse before it gets better. The good news is we do have a couple-week lull here, probably in the weeks ahead. Looking at the Cristobal right now, again, it's over inland now, so it's just a depression. But interesting here, you look at the map right, this is year-to-date rainfall across the country. So the peaches and the browns are very dry, and the greens are way above average. Cristobal, unfortunately, is not going to really make it into the areas that really need it, more in the central plains. It'll take more of through the upper Midwest here this week. And it's going to be a pretty sharp dividing line between moderate to heavy rainfall on the right side of the storm and next to nothing on the other side. Looking at dry to drought-like conditions here across the U.S., we're already now actually up to 36% of the country in dry to drought. We expect this to go to about 54% as we get into early next year. So we're looking at some of the driest to drought type conditions since 2013. Again, so this will be definitely an expanding trend from west to east across the country here as we go into early next year. Looking at this week, 8 through 14 June, again, what goes up, something comes down. So as Cristobal goes up through the Midwest into Canada, you're going to bring down a little bit of a cool pattern here for the upper Midwest, Great Lakes. So only about 0.1 degrees warmer than last year, so very similar conditions. 7th coldest in 35 years nationally, so below average temperatures. You can see that very sharp dividing line in the precip here going through the Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin areas. Again, to the right of that, in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, next to nothing. So again, if you're right side of the storm, you're probably going to get some rainfall, and to the left, not much. Even with Cristobal here, it looks like still driest in 3 years, 12th driest in 35 years nationally, but that's just about near average for the country as a whole. Looking at next week as we get into that week before Father's Day here, a little bit warmer than last year, 0.4 warmer, still 10th coolest in 35 years. This will be a moderating trend. We will see heat build back into the plains here. So a cool start, but a warmer finish as we go through the week, mid-June period here. A little drier than last year, 9th driest in 35 years, below average national rainfall. So again, there's going to be some trends that we're going to start to talk about is just a drying pattern here as we go through the rest of the year. The way we like to quantify this for our big retail clients is just what does the power of 1 degree mean? So the good news, bad news is that Father's Day last year was actually one of the coldest since 2008. So it was very, very cold last year. And actually it was #1 wettest in over 35 years. So it was a cold, wet kind of Father's Day period last year, not favorable for seasonal sales. This year, a bit better, not quite a degree warmer than a year ago. Some improving trends as we go through that weekend. So you can see the chart bottom right here, the year-over-year trends in temperature. So warmish pattern that we've been in is going to cool off toward the weekend. And then again, toward Father's Day weekend, cool start, but maybe a warmer Sunday as we get into that Father's Day period. So quantifying that with our power of 1 degree technology on the left here, every 1 degree warmer, there's about a 15% increase in air conditioner sales in the summertime. Springtime, about an 8% increase in bedding plants. So if a given week was 10 degrees hotter, you'd have an 80% increase in bedding plant sales. 7% per every degree warmer for sun care, so 10 degrees hotter, 70%. Again, unfortunately, we're only talking about just south of a degree warmer for Father's Day weekend. So bottom chart right there, we're seeing beer sales maybe up a degree, allergy sales up a degree, short sales maybe up 2%, fishing up 2%, pool chemicals up 3%, flowers up maybe 6%. So some minimal uplift over last year, but again, not a huge benefit with not a really significant change here. And that chart bottom left here is just how we quantify this for every single store, every week, a year out, everywhere on earth. So again, kind of how we help big retail customers. Not sure about you, but all our parks and pools and whatnot are closed, and it's looking like they're going to remain closed for the season here. So when that happens, you have to build a park and playground for your little one in the backyard, and we've been working on that. So finally got her little playground, Angelina's playground. So she's really happy with her new blow-up pool and little play area with the fake grass. So she's a happy little girl. I haven't shown her little face here recently, but she's still pretending to be her Elsa. And yesterday she found a little bird, so I'll let you watch her. She's talking to this little baby bird. We hope the baby bird made it, but not sure where he went.
Let's see. Did you see that bird? What? Your wings and I can see it? Did you know? Well, you're best.
What's he doing? What's the baby bird doing? Don't touch him, though. You don't want to touch him.
You'll be scared.
He'll be scared.
He doesn't have a boo-boo.
He's just a baby.
Oh, he has greenish brownish eyes.
He does.
Look.
So with that, folks, we hope you have a great week, and we will be back here this time next week and hopefully fly from our studios. So have a great week.